Woodstock Fruit Festival, we'll see you there, August 20th, 28th, 2012. Greetings viewers, another banana sugar smoothie on the hit, some organic bananas. This is from some local organic bananas, and it's actually, bananas in New York City are cheaper than bananas where I live in Australia that are grown just down the road. I can ride my bike there. It's actually cheaper in the US to buy imported organic bananas than it is to buy local bananas here in Australia. That's just a little random fact. Doesn't bother me because I'm going to spend whatever it takes to get my banana smoothies, man, because bananas, I can't live without bananas. Anyway, so today's video is about, someone asked me a question, Harley, can you do a response video showing your thoughts, comments and criticisms, your opinions on David Wolfe's product, the megahydrate? And if you don't know who David Wolfe is, now I've got nothing personal against David Wolfe, nothing personal at all. David Wolfe is one of the who does the late night infomercials. He's like a TV infomercial celebrity, and if you want a product sold, David Wolfe is who you want on your team, on your marketing department. Infomercial, I don't think there's anyone on the planet who's as good an infomercial speaker, presenter as David Wolfe. If you don't know who David Wolfe is, click on the late night TVs and you'll see him. I saw him the other night on TV and I was just like, he's so good. He's entertaining to watch. I'll give him that. Latest product he's peddling is the megahydrate. What is a megahydrate? So megahydrate's like a little powder pill thing you put instead of drinking water, people say. And I think if someone's going to say don't drink water, like in the video David Wolfe says if you can't get the water, have the megahydrate pill. Now I'm a bit skeptical about that because I've had a friend die from dehydration from not drinking enough water. And I know a lot of people in the health food community are going to start popping pills instead of drinking water. Pretty sure you can't get your hydration from a pill. I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm thinking that's maybe a little bit, the information's a little bit, I'd do your homework on that one. I wouldn't use them personally. What is megahydrate? Where does megahydrate come from? Megahydrate's main ingredient, there's many ingredients, but the main ingredient is silica hydride, otherwise known as silane, which doesn't seem to have a good reputation, does it, in the chemical industry? Look it up. Whenever you're going to try a new product, you always want to do your homework. Look up megahydrate, silica hydride, cancer risks, or FDA approved, blah blah blah. And you want to do your homework because recently we had that whole added clarity, black mica scandal, scam, whatever people are calling it, where it was imported as sulfuric acid, as battery acid from Japan, and sold to people in the raw food community, the whole food community, as like the next best ever day ever elixir. So people are asking me, Harley, is megahydrate another added clarity, black mica scandal, scam, thingy, thatty thing, MLM, salesy, gimmicky, snake oil, crystal energy thingy? What is it? I don't know. I'm just sharing my opinion on this one. You always got to do your own homework. Ask who's selling the product, what's their background, are they legit, can they be trusted, are they a real medical doctor, or did they get their doctor, PhD, astrophysicist, chemist, biology degree off a credential mill in Sri Lanka? Who knows? You got to do your homework. And the good thing about Google, you can go to quackwatch.com, or you can look up all people's names and back up the claim. So if they say, oh, I did this XYZ, you can look up on the net and go, well, actually, you didn't do shit. You bought your degree for $50 from a naturopath clinic in Alabama or whatever. So you can always do your own homework. So I encourage people, if you want to use a product, fine, but do your homework first before you invest your money and maybe possibly invest your health, because you don't want to, all these little pills. I mean, one of the products is called Crystal Energy, and when I was doing drugs back as a teenager, we're doing crystal meth, and it was sold as Crystal Energy. So when I heard Dave Wolfe talk about Crystal Energy and Patrick Flanagan and those guys talk about Crystal Energy, I sort of giggled a bit because I was like, well, that's what we used to take as meth. It's called Crystal Energy at the nightclubs. So, so you always want to do your homework. It's because a white powder called Crystal Energy, it just looks the same. So if someone said to me, hey, do you want to buy some white powder? It's called Crystal Energy. Instantly my mind goes back to methamphetamine, crack cocaine, back in the days when I was a teenager. That's instantly what comes into my thought. What comes into your thoughts when you hear Crystal Energy? Is it a health food product as a crystallized white powder, or is it like a crack cocaine, methamphetamine, which is what I identify with it? Anyway, so that's just my comments, criticisms, thoughts. Just sharing my opinion, nothing personal against Dave Wolfe or anyone, or Patrick Flanagan, whatever, nice guys, great sellers. I mean, marketing, whew, these guys are, especially Dave Wolfe, his vocabulary. I watch Dave Wolfe just for the words. He says words I've never heard of, and I look them up in the dictionary like, wow, that's such a cool word. So Dave Wolfe is like the word wizard. Wizardry. I mean, if there was a 10th Dan black belt in infomercial, I'd give it to Dave Wolfe. If there was a PhD, professor, doctorate, master's degree in infomercialism, I'd give it to David Wolfe. That dude is qualified to sell product. Hands down. There's plenty of people out there who try and be like Dave Wolfe, talk like Dave Wolfe, dress like Dave Wolfe, use the same words as Dave Wolfe, but you can't be Dave Wolfe. There's only one David Wolfe on late night television, and that's Dave Wolfe himself. He's the master. He's the master. Click the like button if you think David Wolfe is the master of infomercials on late night TV. Dave Wolfe is like the Lance Armstrong of infomercials. David Wolfe just raises the bar. I mean, my goal is to make enough money one day I can employ David Wolfe to promote a fruit and vegetable based lifestyle, because man, I want him on late night TV promoting fruits and vegetables. Imagine that. That would make a big change for the planet. So post your comments and thoughts down below. What have been your experiences with megahydrate? Is it a fad? Is it healthy? Is it toxic? What are your thoughts and opinions? Post your comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, Twitter, Facebook if you want to see more of these videos. Post your thoughts, post your opinions, and I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Woodstock Fruit Festival, we'll see you there, August 20th, 28th, 2012.